You big nonce!
Well, hello big nonces. Chainsaw here. Wednesdays, of course. Oh yeah. This week, I've got some classics and a little bit different from usual in the reviewing style, because I'm going to do a double review because it's Sonic 1 and Sonic 2. Reason for this is because it's very famous, this game. A lot of people have reviewed it, and the chances are you have played it, or at least you've seen it. Both of them, 1 and 2 for that matter. So I decided this week, as a bit of a change, I'm going to do it as a double review style, just to keep it going and not get too boring. Because like I say, your chance you've played this before, so you're gonna know what's coming, so to speak. Big nonces. Oh, I've got a bit of hiccups there, big nonces. Right, here we go. So I'm going to start off Sonic 1. I've already got it sorted out and loaded, and then I'll probably cut, and then I'll go to Sonic 2, and I think I'll just compare the differences between them as well, see what's going on. So here we go. Green Hill. Sonic here, he's a blue hedgehog, in case you don't know, and he's got red shoes. Red shoes, of course, always popular back in the 90s. So he's went for that casual style, of course, and them shoes also make him really fast. As you can see there, big ones on the screen, I'm quite speeding up there. At the bottom you've got your lives, so you got 3 lives. Little Sonic chap, displaying it there. At the top you've got your score. You get score by getting rings. Hold on, big nonsense. We'll take him out. There we go. Got 100 score there, as you can see, for killing that enemy. And you've got your time. You get a time bonus if you do the levels quick in this game. So basically the simple idea is save as many woodland creatures as possible, which happens by killing enemies and collecting rings. So you get your score that way, and then you get a bonus score for completing levels as quick as you can. So that's basically the idea of it. You've got to get as many creatures, collect the rings, and get to the end before tea time, big nonsense, basically. So that's what I'm busy doing. I don't think I've actually collected all the rings on Sonic before, though, big nonsense, to be honest, on a level. I might have done it on the second one when I was younger. Oh, you gotta watch the spikes, big nonsense. You always gotta watch spikes in the life, because you don't know what's gonna happen. So always keep an eye out for the spikes. Well, luckily there was I had me special power up, which made us take on them spikes. Right, I'm going down here. So it's a bit of a platformer, this. It's a classic. I'm sure you've played it, and it's all about the speed, which made this game unique at the time. Right, there we go. So basically, you're trying to beat up, trying to protect the woodland creatures from an evil guy called Eggman, or Dr. Robotnik. Kept changing the name for some reason, I remember. I don't know why, though, big nonsense. Maybe just decided to have identity crisis one day and thought, I'm going to change my name. Oh, look at that. He's been in the police protection. Because the woodland creatures were after him and were going to send a hit on him. So it could be that reason there, big nonsense. As you know, people do tend to get hits put on them when they've caused some shite, big nonsense. Oh, there we go. I just hit a checkpoint there, big nonsense. So if I die, I'll start there instead of start the level. Oh, I'm speeding through now, big nonsense. I'm going. Oh, look at that. Just trying to get through to the end here, big nonsense. If I can get right. Don't know if it's Act 3. I was just trying to get the boss battle to show you that, if I can. and then we'll move on to Sonic. Oh, you big nonce! Big spike up the bum there, big nonces. It's not even a night of Dave's, big nonces. Oh, right, hold on. You pick up some rings there, big nonce. That's another thing in this game. If you don't pick up the rings and you get hit, you have to have at least one ring on you. If you don't have one ring in your pocket, then you're in trouble, big nonces. Let's see if I can go. Oh, am I gonna make it? Oh, I didn't, big nonces. I didn't. Oh, get off us! Big box fell on me head there, big nonces. You don't want that happening. Oh, big nonces. Come on, Sonic, come on. He's obviously been eating too many pies, big nonsense, obviously. Oh no, oh, it's okay, it's okay. Gotta watch them springs, because sometimes they can be bad for you. Hold on, big nonsense. Have I got rings on us? I've got rings on us, it's all. Oh, you shouldn't do that, big nonsense. But I got away with it this time. But in future, don't do that. Like, oh, I made it, big nonsense. I'm fucking just getting. Oh, you big nasty guy! Hold on. Checkpoint. Here we go, big nonsense. This is Dr. Robotnik here. So he turns up, being all nasty, drops a big ball down there. Oh, you don't want to hit that ball. I'm just showing you that you don't want to hit it, because it kills you, big nonsense. So you got to avoid it. Jump up here, beat him up. Oh no. Right, I've only got one. If I get hit here, I'm dead. Right, I dodged him. Oh no, big nonsense. Big balls in me face there. Can you believe it? So this is a big boss. So you do. I think it's generally 2 stages. Then you get a boss fight, and basically you keep beating up Mr. Doctor, the Doctor, as I like to call him. Throughout the stages, and then you have a massive fight with them at the end. So that's basically it, big nonsense. Right, I'm gonna leave this here. Get on with Sonic 2 now, big nonsense. So I'll catch you on Sonic 2, the second Sonic of the Sonic series of Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh yeah. Welcome back, big nonces. Here we are. We have jumped to Sonic the Hedgehog 2, or 2 if you're not French. But if you are, then you would have understood it the first time, big nonces. This time, as you can see on the screen now, you've got a little friend. A friend who happens to be a fox with 2 tails. And of course, the classic traditional red shoes. So here we go, big nonsense. Let's get on with this. One player, there we go. You can play 2 players on this one, which was different from the first one we just saw there. If you had 2 Sega Megadrive controllers at the time, one could play as Tails, and one could play as Sonic. But really, the Tails character didn't really matter, because if he died, it didn't matter at all. Sonic would still live on and fight another day, and Tails would just come back to life. So it was mainly down to the Sonic, whoever was the Sonic character, big nonsense. So the way it was done was a bit weird at the time, but it was also nice that you could play with a friend, of course. Right. So on this one, right, the same sort of layout as you can see. You've got the score, the time, the rings, the Sonic's health. Obviously the big difference, Tails being with you. But also you can do a power up by holding down and spinning up like that, and it makes you faster. Now this improvement in the game I thought was rather good, because it stopped problems with, like you saw on my first one, getting around a loop, so it solves that problem. We'll start, there's another checkpoint there, big nonsense. Got a bubble on us this time. I can't remember that's in the first one. I can't actually remember that, big nonsense. it might be added. That could be an added bonus too. There we go. So it's the same sort of style. You've got to collect the rings, do as fast as possible, and save the creatures. So same sort of gameplay style. And there we go. At the end, Act 1. You got through Act 1. Thank you very much. I paused it by accident. Big nonsense. You don't want to do. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Unless you need a toilet break, of course. If you need a toilet break, then I suggest you pause the review and go have one. Oh, there we go, there's the rings there. So Monkey was hitting us there, big nonsense. I don't know, he was hitting through his coconuts or something. Let's see, I'm going to speed him through here. Right here, this is a loop thing I was on about. You speed up and just get around it this time. So I like that added bonus. I'm more of a fan of Sonic 2, I think. To be honest, I've played it a hell of a lot more than Sonic 1. Oh, hold on. I mainly played Sonic on the Master System rather than the Megadrive. To be honest, big nonsense. I've mainly played that version of Sonic 1 a lot more than the Megadrive version. Right here, this is Big Boss here, Dr. Robotnik. He's in his driller killer machine. I'm gonna keep hitting him. It's usually 8 times on this game. That's another thing. You usually generally have to hit him 8 times. So I'm just gonna give him a good kick in here, big nonsense. I'm gonna give him a good spiking. These spiky spikes. I took him out there, big nonsense. There you go. He blew up. Then he's flying away. Escapes again. And you go along here, and you hit this plunger. And you see all the little creatures. So some squirrels there, some birdies, just hopping away. And I'm just doing a celebrating by a bit of a spin, big nonsense. And here we go, Chemical Plant Zone 1. Alright, I've completed Sonic 1 before, and I'm sure I completed Sonic 2 as well. I played Sonic 2 a lot more. There we go. Ooh. Oh, you big nonce. It's the pinball one I don't like, big nonsense, when you get the pinball level. Right, here we go. Go down here. Bit of a treat, this big nonsense if I can get down there. Bit of a treat. Oh, there we go, big nonsense. I'm in. Look at that. Absolutely amazing, big nonsense. It's a tube system. Not like the London Underground, of course, that's a completely different tube system. This is a tube system on Sonic the Hedgehog instead. There's a bunny there, save the bunny. I'm always grateful to save the bunnies. Right, hold on. There we go. Springing about here, big nonsense. Right, let's get, there we go. Oh, you can see a lot of loops in this one. That's how we like it. And then back in the tube, big nonsense. So right, Sonic the Hedgehog, classic games, 1 and 2. Might do Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic 3. There's quite a big franchise of Sonic's games. And you've got all the spin-offs, which currently run today, big nonsense. So, but the 3D ones are just not as good as the old ones back in the 90s on the 2D versions. Just can never get into them. I give these games, I'll give them both 9 out of 10. Because I feel they were very original at the time, and quite frankly, they're still fun to play, big nonsense. I'd rather play these than the new 3D versions, that's for sure. So that's it for this week, big nonsense. 9 out of 10 for both games. I'll catch you next Wednesday. Remember, always stock up on the biscuits and get a coffee in. See you next Wednesday, big nonsense.